our focus continues to be upon the sound vibration of Ra, which is the second sound, the second semi-vowel sound, it's called, in Hri. So we're focusing on this whole vibration of Hri, but breaking it down into separate portions. And so we started with our focus on Ha. You might remember that Ha is representative of space, of light, and of prana, of life force. And now we're focusing on Ra. And Ra is a reflection or associated with the ideas of heat and of dharma, of duty. And so in this portion of the book I'm reading from, the Mantra Yoga and Primal Sound by Dr. David Frawley, he breaks down the different semi-vowels. And you might remember that in when we do the mantra, the sound vibrations for each chakra has its own bija mantra. And so you might recall lam, vam, ram, yam, hum, and then we have om. And so our third chakra, the navel chakra, or the solar plexus it's referred to, the sound vibration is rum, and it has this semi-vowel root of R or Ra, which represents, as described here, beyond just heat and warming, but a level of greater density, indicating friction, combustion, conversion, and transformation. So we've been talking about this idea of transformation. Om, clearing the space, clearing the way so that we can see what exists beneath or beyond the distractions. And then I'm, allowing us the ability to recognize what we know, what we still need to know, and then that latent creativity, that inner creativity that exists within us. And now as we move on to Hrim and we discuss the idea of Hrim, it's this energy of space, of movement, of prana. And now we have this idea of fire, of heating, and of transformation. And remember that dharma means duty. It means life purpose. It means the reason for being. And so it's not a willy-nilly silly thing. Your dharma is your duty. And so the more we refine our focus and the more we identify what ultimately we're here to do, connecting back to that idea of Purushartha and understanding, okay, so we have a reason for being here, and that reason for being will provide us with wealth, it will provide us with love, it will provide us with freedom, with moksha, with liberation ultimately. And so whatever we're doing is not only transformative for ourselves, but it creates transformation around us. So Ra is representative of this idea of transformation. And I think about that idea of the phoenix and how the phoenix rises from the fire, right? And one of my favorite movie series and book series, of course, is Harry Potter. And there's this pivotal moment in Harry Potter wherein Dumbledore escapes by clapping his hands together, and his pet, the phoenix, grabs hold of him. He flies away from the school. And so less so the idea of flying away, but more so as we practice Ra, it can be really useful in helping us identify change that needs to happen, helping us to identify the root of problems or issues that we're facing, and help us to face challenges so that we can create change and transformation. So that's our Ra focus as we go through our practice today. So we'll continue to create heat, because heat is good, through active movement, and then we're going to continue to open up across our chest, and we're going to continue to address space in our inner thigh. So that's where we're headed today. So let's begin today upright. We'll begin standing in Tadasana. You can take your blanket and open it up so that it's about centered on your mat. So it'll provide us with a cushion for our knees when we come down onto the earth. And let's begin at the front edge of our mat with our feet set about hip width distance. Turning your big toes slightly towards each other, outer edges of feet parallel with outer edges of the mat, and spine lengthening upward. And just close your eyes for a minute and let your awareness move all the way down to the soles of your feet. Become aware of big toes, outer heels, inner heels, and pinky toes. And then lift up with your thighs, draw your bellies towards your spines, and shoulders release away from ears. Imagining out of the very top of your head a unicorn or narwhal horn reaching up towards the ceiling, and feel your upper body stretching up and your lower body, your hips down to your feet, rooting down. So it's like your body is both grounding down and rooting into the earth like a tree while reaching upward and rising towards the sun. Breathe all your breath out and take a deep inhale. Breathe out again. And then another deep in breath. Exhale. Inhaling, let's take our arms out to the sides, lift them up, palms come to touch overhead, and then hands together down in front of our heart. Let's start moving through that Surya Namaskar practice. Spreading arms wide to Urdhva Sthasana, hands come together, exhaling down to Samasthiti. Keep going like that, inhaling, palms touch, exhaling, and again inhaling. Palms together, exhaling. Again, inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, and another inhale. Exhale, and again, inhale. Exhale. Now let's try and do this behind us. So we're going to inhale up, and then exhale, open and bring hands around and back. And then inhale up, exhale, bring hands around and behind you. And then do it again. Inhale up, exhale, hands come around and behind you. And then do it again. Inhale up, exhale, hands around and behind you. And another breath. Inhale up, exhale, around and behind you. Two more. Inhale up, exhale, hands coming back. And then another. Inhale up. And exhale, hands and back. Now with hands and back, let's bring our fingers together and then open up your palms and press them away. Draw your shoulders back. You're going to be tempted to let them come forward, but don't do it. Draw your shoulders back. Press your palms away and downward and stretch out through your forearms. And take a deep breath. Breathe out. Take another in breath. Exhale, and again, inhale. Breathe out in another inhale. And exhale. Now with our next in breath, let's spread arms wide and lift them to the sky. Bring palms to touch overhead. And then as you exhale, open arms, let your hips lift high. Hinge and fold forward towards the earth. Lengthening your spine, feel your hips rise high and remain there. Lengthening through the backs of your legs. Feel, again, your weight moving downward into the earth as you ground down into the ground. And then lift your hips high and feel your upper body pulling and stretching away. Take another breath. Exhaling, and then again. And then on your next inhale, bring your fingers together, opposite pinky on the outside, and then rotate and turn your palms forward, stretching them away in front of your head, tilting your upper body forward and downward, and imagining that you have the mobility to get your palms flat on the earth with your spine fully lengthened parallel to your legs. You're going to work your closest approximation here. Deep breath, hips lifting high, and breathing out, arms reaching forward, palms reaching forward and downward. And take another breath. Exhaling, and do it again. Deep breath in. Exhaling, and another. And then when you inhale, next, separate your arms, slowly rise, diving all the way to the sky. Arms overhead and palms come together down in front of your heart to touch. And let's breathe in again, upward to the sky. Exhaling down to heart. Take another breath up to the sky. Exhale down to heart, and let's breathe again all the way up to the sky. Exhaling down to heart. Now inhaling, reach all the way upward. And as you breathe out, I'm going to step over, and hopefully you'll be able to see right hand grabs left wrist. Arms stay overhead, and then right hand pulls left arm over to the right, and you're going to tilt your whole body over to the side, your belly moving towards your spine, and your arms stretching up and overhead. Breathe there, lengthening through your left side body, drawing your arms backward, bringing your belly towards your spine as you tilt over. You can look downward, straight forward, or upward, drawing your left arm back beyond your peripheral vision if you can. Take another inhale. And again. Keep drawing belly to spine and arm backward. One more. And then on your next inhale, rise back up to center. Palms come together and breathe out down in front of your heart. And then do it again. Deep breath, arms spread wide, stretching to the sky. Exhale down to heart, and then another deep breath in, arms high to the sky, palms touch, and then down to our heart. And now inhaling, let's breathe, and now we're going to do left hand grabbing right wrist, hands up and overhead, and then we tilt to the other side. Lengthening through now, right side body, and extending over to the left. Deep breaths, your torso tilts over, your belly draws into your spine, and your whole right side body extends. Inhaling. Exhaling, keep drawing belly to spine and right arm back. You're going to look downward, forward, or upward. Drawing your right arm back beyond your peripheral vision if you can. Take another breath. Belly to spine, chest opening, breathe again. Exhaling, take another. Breathe out and again. Exhale and another. And then as you inhale, rise back up. Arms parallel, palms together, down in front of heart. Breathe again. Reaching to the sky, hands come up and overhead. Exhaling down to heart and another breath. Arms diving up, palms come together overhead and down to your heart. Inhaling all the way up to the sky, and then exhale, take your hands behind you again, opposite pinky on the outside. Turn your palms away, and again, shoulders draw back. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift your hips, lengthen your spine forward, and let your hands rise to the sky. Pressing your palms upward, and your shoulders draw upward towards the ceiling as well. Stretch from tailbone to crown of head. Stretch from heels upward to hips, and press your palms away. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Take another inhale. Trying to keep your fingers together as you do so. Breathe again. And one more. And then next in breath, arms spread wide and release down towards the earth. Dangle into your forward fold, draping your upper body forward over your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhaling and again. And then inhaling, bring your hands forward. Lock your fingers together in your traditional hand lock. Turn your palms forward. And again, lengthen your upper body. Pull your body weight forward, keeping all four corners of your feet rooted. Again, like a tree, your feet root down into the earth, and your upper body tilts towards the sun. I have some trees in my house, some house plants that right now there's been not enough sun for them, and they're starting to look like this. I might have overwatered them too. Take another inhale. Exhale, breathe again. And another. On your next inhale, separate your arms and reach to the sky again, growing tall, and feel that space you've created. Palms together, down in front of heart. Inhale again, stretch arms wide, feel the openness in your chest and your arms. Exhale down to heart and take another breath. So this is our ha, right? Our experience of space, our experience of prana in our body. Inhale again, big open arms up to the sky, and as we exhale, open arms, hips lift, we hinge forward, folding towards the earth. Palms lift onto shins, and we look forward, and as you breathe out, bending your knees, reach your palms to the earth, and let's step back, right foot only, lengthening right leg away, and then come up and over right toes, knee to the mat, into your table stance, low lunge stance. Inhaling, reach your way up to the sky, open arms, palms come to touch overhead, and breathe out down to our heart. Inhale again, reaching up to the sky, exhaling down to heart. And then take another breath, reaching to the sky. As you exhale, open your arms and fold forward. And then you can choose. Hands can be on the earth, or if you want a little extra height, you can put a block underneath each hand. We're going to create heat now through our legs and through our hips by moving back and forth through extension and then back into our low lunge. So on our exhale, that's going to begin our move. We exhale, we lengthen left leg and we fold forward. Keep left toes on the earth. Do not let them lift up. Keep your foot rooted. And then on our inhale, we come forward again into our low lunge stance. And then we exhale back. And then we inhale forward. Your belly lifts and your chest lifts when you come forward. And then when you exhale back, your torso extends. And then we inhale up. And then we exhale back. We inhale up. And we exhale back. And again, inhale up. And exhale back. And again, inhale up. Exhale back. And again, inhale up. Exhale back. Now hold this position with your front leg extended, your spine lengthening forward. If the blocks feel high, maybe you lower them down a level to get a little more extension. You can also walk your hands, your blocks forward. Breathe there, keeping left toes on the earth, avoiding that temptation to lift them, and pull your left hip to the back edge of the mat. Draw your right hip forward. Breathe again. Exhale, take another. And again. And on your next breath out, bend your left knee. And as you inhale once more, come to low lunge. Hands overhead, palms come to touch. Now as we breathe out, take hands down in front of heart. Inhale, dive up to the sky, and this time, bring your hands in back and lock your fingers together. Turn your palms away, stretching hands away, shoulders back, deep breath in, and we'll exhale, upper body forward. Lengthening torso, parallel with left leg, trying to get your left shoulder to rest lightly on your left upper side, lower side, near your knees. Inhale. Exhale, press away with your hands, take another breath. Inhale again, and another. Deep breath in. And again. Next in breath, take arms wide, fly them out to the side, and then reach forward, keeping your torso in this extended position. Hands reach forward, bring fingers together, opposite pinky on the outside, and stretch, extending your hands forward, just like we did in our forward folds previously. Lift with your belly, lengthen your spine, and try and lift your arms so that they're above your head. Breathe again. Exhale, take another. And another. One more breath. And then open your arms wide again. Inhale up to low lunge, hands overhead, palms touch. Exhale down to heart, breathe in again up to the sky. And exhaling, let's release our hands down. You can remove the blocks or you can use them, it's up to you. And then left knee steps back, we come into our table pose. Inhaling here. Exhaling. Inhale, lengthen each leg, coming up into plank pose. Exhaling, it's up to you. You can come forward and do lowered plank, or you can come onto knees, bend elbows and lower down. Feet release and shoulders move back, opening Bhujanga. So now I'm going to take an extra breath here. And then breathing out, belly to spine, hips to heels, grabbing the ground with your toes, lift your knees and extend. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pressing back with heels, with calves, with thighs. Inhale. Exhale, take another breath. Exhale, and again. Breathe out 2 more times. And again. As you inhale, look forward up at your hands, and as you exhale, right foot all the way to the front, scoot you forward until toes line up with fingertips. Come up and over left toes, lower down so you're in your low lunge. Again, you might decide to bring your blocks in for a little support, or you can keep your palms on the earth and we lift up so our torso lengthens. Inhale here. It's your exhale that begins the movement. So we breathe out, keeping right toes rooted to the earth. And then breathing in, forward into that lunge position. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Again, exhale. Inhale. And again, exhale. Inhale. Now we're going to move into that exhale and hold. Exhale. Keep right toes on the earth. Feel your spine extend, lengthening through torso and right leg. If you want, you can rotate the blocks down a level. You can walk your hands forward. Keep your spine long. Avoid that tortoise-like shape. Keep your spine extending forward. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Draw right hip towards the back edge of your mat. Bring left hip forward. Try to keep your hips parallel. Breathe again. And another. And again. And then when you breathe out next, bend your right knee back into our low lunge stance. And inhale, rising up, Ardha Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands down to heart. Inhaling up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we take hands in back. Fingers locked. Rotating your hands away. Deep breath in. Stretching away. Shoulders back. And as you exhale, belly to spine. Lengthen forward. Bringing your torso to parallel with right thigh. Right shoulder might come to rest lightly up above right knee. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Take another. Breathe out. Stretching with your arms. Lengthening with your torso. Inhale again. Exhaling. Take another. Breathe out and again. Inhale, lift with your belly. Feel that extension through your spine. One more. Next inhale, arms spread wide. Reach them out like airplane wings. And then breathe out. Stretch your arms forward, lengthening them towards the front of the room. Fingers come together, opposite pinky on the outside, and hands extend. Stretching arms forward. Deep breath in. Lift with your belly. Keep right knee over right ankle. And your spine lengthens. Breathing in there. Exhaling. Take another breath. Lifting your arms above your head. Breathe again. Exhaling. Take another. And again, inhale. And another. On your next inhale, arms spread wide. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. All the way to low lunge. Exhale, hands down in front of heart. Inhale, rising again. Ardha Virabhadrasana. And exhale, hands release down. Blocks can move out of the way or you can utilize them. And we step back again into our table pose. Holding their middle fingers forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, take another. Inhaling, lengthen each leg, coming up into Chaturanga, our plank pose, and then you choose your vinyasa, knees and chest, or coming forward and lowering into lowered plank, feet release, shoulders back. Take an extra breath in Bhujangasana. And then belly lifts, press back, grab the ground with your toes, and extend, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, deep inhales. Long exhales, pressing back, heels, calves, thighs, lifting with belly and extending spine. Breathe again. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, and again. As you inhale, look forward up at your hands, and as you breathe out, you can step or walk up to the front and come into your forward fold. Hips lifting high. Spine lengthening again, coming back to that tree analogy, your feet root down and your upper body lengthens away. Inhaling, exhaling, palms lift onto shins, lengthen spine, look forward. Out breath, lift your hips and forward fold, and inhaling, big open arms, reach to the sky. Palms come to touch and exhaling down to our hearts, and let's breathe again, upward to the sky. Exhale, down to heart. And then again, reaching upward to the sky. Exhaling down to heart. Inhaling, rising to the sky as you exhale with open arms, lift your hips, hinge and fold forward. Tail rising high, forward fold through your torso. Palms on shins, inhale. Look forward as you exhale, bending your knees. Bring your palms down, and we're going to step right leg all the way back. And then grab hold of your blocks if you'd like, having one underneath each hand, or palms can remain on the earth. Long spine extending forward, deep breath in. Exhale. So we'll do a similar movement to what we did in our low lunge, now in our high lunge stance. So we inhale here. As we exhale, right heel presses back, left leg extends. And then we inhale forward, front knee bending. Exhale, lengthen back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lengthen back. Inhale, forward. Exhale again, lengthen back. Inhale, forward, and again, exhale, lengthen back. Inhale, forward, 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more time. Exhale. Now retain this extended position. Take a deep breath, and then rotate your right foot so that it aligns with the back edge of your mat. Walk around to the right and rotate left foot. So you come into Parigasana, our gate pose. Deep breath in, spine extends, exhale. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, and again. Now, if you're using blocks, you're going to lift up on the highest height. We want to get our spine as close to parallel to the earth as we can. And as you breathe out, walk your blocks over to the right, bend your right knee, lengthen your left leg. Breathe here, deep inhale, long exhale. Take another deep breath in, press into the outer edges of your feet, press your left knee away, rotate your right knee towards the ceiling. Breathe again, rotate your left knee towards the ceiling. Inhale again, exhale, take another, and again. On your next breath out, walk your way back to center. Spine lengthening, legs wide, deep breath in, and now we walk over to the left. Left knee bending. Walk your blocks over to the side. Rotating knees apart, away from each other. Spine long, lifting with your belly. Inhale. Exhale, take another breath in. Exhale, keep pressing outward with your knees. Breathe again. Exhale, and another. Next breath out, walk your way back in the center. Inhale here, long spine. Lift with your belly, take your arms out to the side. So you're flying, you're trying to get your head parallel to your hips. And then take your hands behind you, opposite pinky on the outside. Turn your hands away, lift your hips high, and come into forward fold. Trying to get your hands to reach up so high that you imagine you could put your palms with this weird opposite pinky cross on the ceiling. Feel your way evenly through big toes, outer heels, inner heels, and pinky toes. Breathe there. Exhaling, your spine lengthens forward. Not just trying to get your head to the earth, but trying to make your spine so long that it would equal the length of your legs. Take another breath. And again. Now inhale, separate your hands, reach them out to the sides, and then bring your hands down to the ground. Feel free to place your palms in line with your head, in line with your feet, or you can walk your hands backward and rotate your fingers around, pulling your torso through the gap between your legs. Again, avoid that tortoise shell position if you feel your back body rounding. That's all right, walk your hands back, make that length return through the backs of your legs and through your back body. Inhale again. Exhale, take another. And again. Next in breath, bring your palms underneath you, lifting up so you can lift your gaze, and lift up back to having hands on the block. Long spine, deep breath in. Exhale. Pivot and turn. Left toes face the front of your mat. Walk around to the left, pivot and turn onto right toes again. Right ball of foot. Inhaling, you can move the blocks out of the way and dive, hands to the sky. Virabhadrasana, or high lunge, deep breath in, arms overhead, front knee bending, exhale, down to heart. Inhale again, upward to the sky, exhale, down to heart. And then one more time, upward to the sky, and as we exhale with open arms, release, hands down, palms to blocks to the ground, and we step back into plank. Exhaling, your choice on vinyasa, moderate or active. Opening up into Bhujangasana or Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And exhaling back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep inhales, Long exhale. Take another breath. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Next in breath, looking forward up at our hands, exhaling and step right foot all the way to the front. I'm going to turn around, but I'm still facing forwards for you. Front knee bending and your blocks come in again underneath your hands. You choose the height. I like highest height because then my belly has the most space to move around. And as we breathe out, press back. Back heel presses back, front leg lengthens. Breathe in back to our low lunge stance. And then again, breathe out. Inhale. Keep thinking about your spine getting longer and your legs getting longer. Exhale. Inhale. Someday you'll do this pose and your torso will just move in parallel with your right leg. Inhale. Exhale again. Inhale. Breathe out again. Inhale. 2 more times. Breathe out. Inhale. And 1 more time. Keeping your legs extended. Rotate and turn. Left foot parallel to back edge of mat. Take a walk over to the left. Rotate and turn right foot parallel to back edge of mat. Inhale. Put little bends in your knees. Take your hands off your blocks and rise up high. Coming to the sky, palms touch, and then breathe out. Hands down in front of heart. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, hands together in front of heart. And then another breath upward to the sky. And exhaling, down in front of heart. Inhale, up to the sky. We're going to do the same hand variation. We're going to grab left wrist with right hand. Hands are overhead. And as you breathe out, you're going to tilt over to the right. Deep breaths in, long breaths out. Feel that side stretch through your left side body. Draw your belly to your spine. You can look downward, forward, or upward, and draw your left arm behind your head. Inhaling. Exhaling. Take another breath. Exhaling. Breathe again, stretching through your whole side body. Inhale, another. Exhale, and again. 1 more time. And then release, letting your top arm reach upward and slowly rise, both arms coming out. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale down to heart again. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale down to heart. Inhale up to the sky. And now do the opposite, grabbing right wrist with left hand. And as you breathe out, tilt over to the left. Upper body lengthening and extending over to the side. Long spine, belly draws in, and you can look downward, forward, or upward, drawing your right arm up and behind your head. Breathe here, stretching through right side body. Inhale. Exhale, take another breath. Exhale, breathe again. Exhale, take another. Breathe out 1 more time. As you inhale, top arm lifts up, slowly rise. Coming back with arms extended to the sides. Inhale, upward to the sky. Exhale, down to heart. Breathe again, upward to the sky. And as you exhale, open arms and fold back onto your blocks. Inhale here, pivot and turn right toes face the front edge of your mat. Walk around, pivot and turn left heel upward. Toes on the mat, bending front knee for Virabhadrasana or high lunge. Inhale, blocks to move out of the way. And we lift our way up all the way, high lunge. Exhaling, hands to heart. Breathe again, reaching high into the sky. Exhaling down to heart, and 1 more time, all the way up to the sky. Exhaling with open arms, hands release down. Inhale, step back into Chaturanga. Exhale, up and over toes, down onto knees into table. And now we're going to move backwards to the back edge of this blanket. Inhaling here, we'll take just one hand, flip it around, and place your hand on your blanket. You've got a cushion, and you've got your fingers facing towards your knee with your palm facing the ceiling. And now from here, you're going to unweight your opposite hand just a little bit. You don't want to have a lot of pressure on it. and we'll tilt backwards. As you tilt backward, you're trying to keep the heel, or the back edge of your palm that's on the earth, your back of hand that's on the earth, from lifting. And your other hand is just light on the ground. It's not really holding you up. Your belly is holding you up. And as you tilt back, you're stretching through the back of your forearms, through the back of your wrist, and through the back of your hands. Fingertips spread wide, and breathe. Deep inhale. Long exhale, take another. And again. One more deep breath. And then we'll reverse. We'll let that hand gently come to the earth. Very little weight on your hand. You want to let the effects of that stretch take place. We'll go to the other side. So again, we're unweighting the hand that is no longer reversed. We've got the other hand, back of hand on the earth, fingers spread wide, trying to keep the point where our hand connects to our wrist on the ground. And then we're tilting back ever so slightly and getting that stretch through forearms, through back of hand, through wrist. All that good stuff going on. Belly engaging in order to keep us in this posture. Breathe again. Exhaling, take another. And again. One more. And then release that hand. As you inhale next, lift both hands, rise up into belly seal, hands overhead, big long stretch through your torso. Inhale, exhale, inhale again. And let's do that hand grab again. We're going to go right hand to left wrist, lift and extend over to right side, left side body opening, intercostals opening, belly engaging, and you can again gaze downward, forward, or upward. Breathe here. So every movement that we're doing, you'll notice we're trying to create activity, heat, movement through our body. We're trying to honor ha, space, and ra, that idea of transformation. Breathing deeply. You might even feel that expression of ha or ra on your exhale. Take another breath. And again. Inhale up to center. Stretch your hands up high, and then swap. Put left hand on right wrist, and then tilt over to the other side. Deep breath in. We talked about Ra, and I talked about Ra being the sun god, and that idea of the sun god being swallowed up by the sky every night and then being reborn. What a great example of transformation. Every day the sun will shine. Every day it comes back out. No matter how bright or dull it might be, it's still there. And so even when we feel like not much has changed, not much has transformed, there's still a little bit of change that happens every day. Every moment, every movement. Take another breath. And again. Inhaling, come back up to center. Arms extend again. Exhale, hands together, down to heart. Breathe again, stretching high into the sky. And then exhaling, let hands release down. And we can adjust forward back into our table pose. Deep inhale here. Long exhale. Take another breath. Exhale. Let's lengthen each leg into plank pose on our next breath, and then push straight back to downward facing dog. Heels push away, calves away, thighs away. Spine lengthens, arms extend, feel biceps lift and shoulders draw towards spine. Breathe again. And another. All right, so balance and quickly move that blanket off of your mat so it's out of the way. Inhale, look up at your hands, and as you breathe out, you can step or walk up to the front edge of your mat and come into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Palms lift on the shins, let's gaze forward. Out breath, hips lift, and we forward fold. And breathing in with big open arms, we reach to the sky, hands come to touch overhead, down to our hearts, we breathe out. Let's inhale again, upward to the sky. Exhale, hands together, down to heart, and another breath, upward to the sky. And exhaling, hands come down to our hearts. Let's inhale all the way upward to the sky. And as you exhale with open arms, your hips, let's hinge and fold. And I suggest grabbing those blocks, placing them beside you. Palms can come onto blocks, spine lifts, we look forward. And breathing out, knees bend. And we step halfway back with right foot. We want right heel to root to the earth and left knee to remain bent. lengthening into our Lake Tahoe Yoga, our RajaHatha version of Warrior One. All 10 toes forward, front knee bending, spine lengthening. Deep breath in. Exhale. Take another. And again. Now keep pressing backward with your right leg length and your left leg. Deep inhale here. And as you exhale, bend your elbows and start to fold forward. So again, we're going to be watching out for that tortoise type posture. We want to keep our spine really long. Some people will bring their blocks down a level because they have that access and they can maintain that length with their spine. Some people will go even lower, down to level 1, that lowest setting, or bring both palms to the earth. I'm not those people, so I'm going to hang out right where I am. And then we're going to bring right hand across to left block, and left hand comes onto hip. With your left hand on your hip, you're going to rotate and turn your chest to the left, and you're going to find that same pull, that same space and extension that you had as we were doing those side body lengthening. And so as you maintain this posture, you're going to keep rotating left elbow upward, twisting and turning, and stretching through right side body. Become aware of your hips. Left hip draws to the back of your mat. Right hip pulls forward. Both heels remain rooted. Breathe again. Exhaling, take another. Feel that openness through your chest, through your torso. Feel the space between your intercostal muscles and your bones, your rib bones on your right side. Breathe again. Exhale, take another. Exhale, and again. And now as you breathe out and you turn your torso forward, you might get a little ha or a little ra as you bring your left hand back down to the block, bumping your right hand back over to the right side block. Exhaling, bend your front knee, lift your torso up, coming onto fingertips. And then inhale, rise to the sky, arms overhead, palms come to touch. Breathe out down to heart. Inhale again, reaching to the sky, hands coming up and overhead. Exhale down to heart. And another breath, diving high, up and overhead. Exhaling down to heart. Let's inhale to fold, diving up. Exhale, open arms forward, folding. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step forward, right foot, and come down into Uttanasana. I suggest adjusting your blocks to highest height again before we move to the other side. Palms on shins, lift spine, look forward. Out breath, hips lift, and we forward fold, and then an in breath, big open arms. Rise to the sky, your hands come to touch, and down to your heart you go. Breathe again, big open arms, reaching to the sky. Exhaling, hands again coming together, down in front of your heart. And then another in breath, upward to the sky, big dive, arms overhead. Exhale, down to heart. Inhale, dive into the sky. As you exhale, open your arms, lift your hips, hinge and fold forward. Releasing hands down to the blocks, hips lifting high. Inhale, fingertips on blocks, lengthen your spine and gaze forward. Out breath, bending your knees. Take your left foot halfway back, right knee remains bent, and left heel roots to the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing back your left heel. Find that positive connection down to the ground. Again, rooting down into the earth. Breathe again. And another. Now, keeping that length of your spine, extend right leg, drawing right hip back. Remember, be careful of hypermobilization through the joint. We don't want to invert our knee. We just want to extend our leg. Feeling those muscles engaging. Deep breath. Exhale. Take another. Now, you can stay here at this highest height. Maybe you go down to a level 2 in order to get a little more extension in the posture. Remember, keep your spine long, keep chest drawing forward, shoulders moving towards spine. Breathe again. And another. Crossing over, left hand comes to right side block, palm flattened. So if you twist around and you're like, oh, my palm isn't flat anymore, bump your block up a level. Right hand comes to right hip, and we slowly twist and turn and rotate our torso, bringing right elbow towards the ceiling and rotating our chest. And now we find again that extension, this time through left side body, feeling the effects of those arm side body stretches from before. Keep drawing right hip towards the back edge of your mat, left hip forward. Breathe deep. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, inhale again. Breathe out and another. And again. One more. Deep inhale. Make it worth it. Lengthen your spine. Twist a little more from your right shoulder. And then a little ha, a little ra. Hands come down. Right hand, left hand back to its block. Deep breath in. Exhaling, bending your front knee. Inhale onto fingertips and then dive all the way to the sky. Hands come overhead, palms touch, and exhale down to our heart. Breathe again. Opening to the sky. Exhaling again. Down to heart and another. In breath up to the sky. Exhaling down to heart. Inhale all the way up to the sky as we exhale with open arms. We forward fold. Hands release to the blocks and step forward. Uttanasana, hips lift high and release through your spine. Lengthening upper body downward and forward. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale and again. Breathing in, palms lift onto shins. We look forward. Breathing out, forward fold, and then inhaling with open arms, reach to the sky, diving tall. Hands come to touch and down to our hearts we go. Pausing here for a moment. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Breathe again. Exhale. Let's bring our fingertips together. Turn your fingers towards your chest and then press your hands away. Keep your fingertips glued. Keep your fingers facing towards your chest and push your arms forward and away. Breathe there. Feeling that stretch, maybe through forearms, maybe through wrists, maybe through fingers. Breathe again. Exhaling, take another. And again. Now bring your hands back together and towards your chest. And then turn your palms up again. And then start to curl your hands towards each other, rounding until the backs of your hands come to touch, and bring your fingers up towards your wrists. Inhale there. And then do the opposite. Bring the backs of your hands together and then come up and then open, blossoming your hands open and bringing forearms together. And then curl back in. So I like to imagine as I do this movement, this is the lotus roots growing down into the mud in the bottom of the water body that it lives in, and then the lotus blossoms and opens up above the top of the surface. Let me do it again. Going back down into the roots. And then sprouting, growing, and blossoming. One more time. Together. And down. And then rising and opening. Bring your palms together. Separate your elbows back in front of heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale down to heart and another breath, inhaling up to the sky and exhaling with open arms, hips lift. Let's hinge and fold forward. On the shins, lift spine, look forward. And exhaling, knees bend. You can remove your block, palms root, and let's step back all the way to chaturanga. It's up to you. You can do another vinyasa if you like, or just come down into table. Take a couple breaths, inhale. Exhale. If you go through vinyasa, finish your downward facing dog and then come to table. And then we'll take our feet off to one side and come on down to sit. Legs extend forward. Get a hold of a strap. Make the loop of your strap small and put that loop around your right foot. From there, you can place your right hand on the strap. We're going to stretch arm out long, grab the strap, wrap the strap around right hand. So our shoulders still remain parallel, our torso is still upright in this position. Left hand gently comes to the earth like Dandasana. Deep breath out, belly to spine. Inhale and then exhale, pull and bring right leg up towards you. Shoulders back, sternum lifting, breathing in, breathing out. Take another breath. Exhale, breathe again. Exhaling and another. And again. Now keeping this relationship with your right elbow bent, pulling towards your torso, and your right leg lifted, slowly draw your leg out to the side. Inhale there. Exhale. Keeping right elbow drawing to torso, spine upright, deep breaths in. Breathe out, take another. Exhale and again. Inhale. And as you breathe out, come back to center and let right foot lower. Unloop the strap and pause in Dandasana. Deep breaths in. Long breath out, take another in breath. Exhale. Switching sides now. Strap goes onto left foot. Left arm extends fully forward. Bind the strap around left hand and then sit upright again. Shoulders parallel, right hand on the earth. Breathe there. Exhale. Next breath out, bend left elbow, bring left leg up. Left elbow to your side body. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhaling and again. And another. Inhale. Try sit upright. Avoid that temptation to tilt back. Sometimes you won't even realize you're tilting back. And then slowly draw left leg out to the left. Left elbow stays towards your side. Left heel continues to press away. Breathe deeply. Exhaling, take another. Exhaling, breathe again. Exhale, belly draws to spine. Inhale, another. And again. Next exhale. Bring your left leg back and lower your foot down. Release your hands. Dandasana. Deep inhale there. Long breath out. Take another inhale. Exhale. All right, let's remove the strap. You're going to get your blocks again and set them up behind you. 1, 2, beside each other. And then we'll take our blanket. We're going to fold it like a sushi fold. So I'm folding from the short edge. 2 times. 1, 2. So you get this kind of fold wherein the fringe is opposite the fold. And that goes over your blocks. And once we have that set up, we're going to bring ourselves onto it. And you'll notice I'm setting up kind of at the front edge, because as I recline, my goal is to get my sacrum over the block. So I'm in a supported bridge here. Low back is free, hips are lifted, feet solid on the earth. So we have that supported position, hips on the blocks, feet on the earth, arms extend parallel to torso, back of head resting on the earth. Walk your shoulders towards each other so that you get more of that Setu Bandha Sarvangasana experience, that bridge pose experience with your chest broadening. And think about that idea of opening through your chest. And bring your attention to Svadhisthana chakra, right at the navel, the solar plexus, and think about that sound, that root sound of Ra, and that seat of fire and transformation. Take another breath. And then as you inhale, extend just right leg long and feel that stretch through your front body, maybe even through your side body a little bit as it extends from toes to hip, from hip to shoulder. Breathe again. And another. And then if that feels all right, you can extend left leg as well so that your whole body now extends and is draped over this block support. And if you want to add into this, if you want to add on and create a deeper stretch, lift your hands, keeping your palms facing towards your feet, and stretch your arms overhead. And you can bring in that interlocked hand that we use the whole practice, turning your palms away and stretching your arms away. You're creating that same posture we did so many times through the practice. Now in this beautiful spinal extension, in this open body posture. And breathe again. Feel all that space through your torso, through your chest. Keep breathing. And again. Four more. Now we'll begin with hands. You just unlock and release backs of hands on the earth. Breathing out, lift your hands, bringing your fingers towards the ceiling again, and then let your hands release down beside you. Beginning with the first leg you extended. So I extended right leg first. I'm going to bend right knee and place right foot on the ground. And then left knee bends, left foot on the ground. Both feet on the earth. And here I'm going to do a little knee swing, little windshield wiper. Let's just massage things a little bit, make sure our backs are still aware of how they work, core engages, just enough. Breathing out, come to neutral center, belly draws to spine. And without engaging your low back or gluteals, lift your hips, slide just the blanket out of the way. Lower your hips back down onto the blocks. Rest there. And then breathing out again, belly engages, lifting without engaging back or gluteals. Lift up and untuck the blocks from out from under, and then shoulders walk apart and we lower down. Our whole spine coming to the earth. Deep breath in. Let's take arms wide, backs of hands on the ground, and then swing big, huge swings left and right. All the way so that each leg comes to touch the ground. And once again, become aware, that space, the movement of prana in your body, that fire, that transformative power within you. Notice if anything has become transformed, if there's any difference in the experience you're having in your body. And next time you go to the right, your whole body rolls right, hands become a pillow for your head. Lay there for a moment. And then remaining curled up here on right side, extend both arms out so that your palms stack. You can keep your knees bent, or if you want to mimic all the postures from the practice today, you can extend your legs and arms parallel to each other. And then lifting your top arm, your left up, turn your chest towards the ceiling, follow your left arm with your gaze, and twist around. Inhaling, exhaling, again becoming aware of all the space you created throughout your torso, the movement of prana, and feel that fiery heat in Manipura chakra, down there at your solar plexus. I feel like I might have said Svadhisthana before, and I didn't mean it. I meant Manipur. That's the seat of fire, of heat, of transformation. Keep turning your gaze, moving your shoulders away from your ear. Take another breath. And again. Make your breath in deep, as full as you can. Even though you might feel restriction or limitation, keep breathing more fully, more deeply. Feel your body expand with each inhale and feel it relax with each exhale. Two more. One more. A deep inhale, and then an exhale. Lift your left arm, rotate back to your right side. Hands become a little pillow, remaining there. Inhale, exhale. Knees bend and roll onto your back again. Arms spread wide for a moment. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's go to left side. Same setup, but on the other side. Choosing either knees bent and arms extended or legs extended in parallel with arms. And it does help to feel like you're in a bit of a forward fold when you set up this posture. So if you feel more like you're folded towards your feet, you're going to get more intense stretch as you open up. Right arm lifts, chest to the ceiling, and then we twist, following your right hand with your gaze, rotate and turn to the other side, and seek out this new experience, this transformative opportunity. And breathe deeply, stoking that fire of Agni within you. Imagining yourself, perhaps if not like a phoenix, maybe like a bird that's shedding old feathers. In my head, I just imagine a little baby penguin and how the little baby penguins are all furry and fuzzy, and then they shed all those furry, fuzzy, soft feathers, and they become sleek and more penguin-y. Perhaps you're like a penguin right now. Take another breath and breathe out. And again. Deep inhales, long exhales. Three more. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, right arm lifts, we roll back to left side, and then bending your knees. And you can remain here for a moment with hands like a pillow and decide, is this going to be the place where you transition onto your back and you go into traditional corpse, or you can choose to sit upright and then grab any tools you want in order to establish your version of Shavasana. Feel free to do a spinal roll if you want, creating your cannoli roll, or grabbing any other tools. You can, of course, do legs up the wall, which feels fabulous after practices like this, with all that leg extension. You choose your variation and get yourself set up into that corpse pose that serves you. So taking your time to establish your posture. And of course, I'll be upright in order to guide you through the closing moments of our practice. Once you've settled in to a posture that serves your needs today and that allows your body to find sukha, ease, consciously begin to breathe more deeply, giving yourself some longer inhales, some longer exhales. And again, if you want to, you can listen for that inhale sound, ha, and then exhale sound, ra. We've done this before with our so hums. And so our closing mantra will include Om, I'm, Ha, Ra. So if you're joining in, each exhale is one of those sound vibrations. No matter where you are in your breath, pause here and breathe out completely. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And our next inhale is for Om. Deep breath in. Next inhale is I'm. Next inhale is Ha. Next exhale is Ra. Directing prana life force through Bandha. If you'd like, you can place your right hand on lower abdomen, left hand on upper chest. Breathe out completely. And as you inhale, lift with your pelvic floor and fill up belly, chest, throat. Hold pelvic floor up and breath in. And then release your pelvic floor, empty throat, chest, belly. Move chin to hollow throat and hold your breath out. Inhale again. Lift with pelvic floor. Fill belly, fill chest, fill throat. Hold it in. And release pelvic floor, empty throat, chest, belly. Chin moves to hollow throat, hold it out. Third and final round. Inhale, pelvic floor lift, fill belly, chest, throat, hold it in. Release pelvic floor, empty throat, chest, belly, chin moves to hollow throat, hold your breath out. Natural in-breath, natural out-breath. Antaranga Chatak, turning our attention inward, palms connect and we warm them, rubbing your hands vigorously, creating heat between your palms, and then turning your hands towards your eyes, palms cup over your eyes, fingers over forehead, and our gaze moves inward, seeking soul, spirit, Atma. Keeping your gaze inward, arms release, hands cross to opposite shoulders, elbows lift to forehead, and then spread arms wide, backs of hands coming to rest upon the earth, remaining here with eyes closed, attention inward, detached from the external. Listen for your own sound vibrations within you, focusing upon yourself. Slowly return your awareness to your breath. Begin to consciously and intentionally breathe in and out. Each inhale a little fuller, each exhale longer. And as you breathe, become aware again of the space you've created in your chest and your torso. Feel the expansion and contraction, forward, backward, and outward. With each inhale, each exhale, feel your torso draw inward. Begin to let your attention shift outward through your body to arms and legs, hands and feet, fingers, toes, and head. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open and close your hands. Point and flex your feet. Wiggle your wrists and ankles and turn your head from side to side. With a deep inhale, stretch and extend from toes to fingers, from tail to crown. Your whole body lengthening and awakening. And as you breathe out, choose either to bend knees and put feet on the ground. Bring knees to chest. If you have legs up the wall, bend your knees and let your thighs drop to your chest. Pausing for a moment, turn your attention inward and honor within yourself peace, contentment, divinity. As you breathe out, roll your way over to your right side. Make your hands into a pillow and resting there, release the things you do not need, draining away ignorance, impurities, and distractions. And using your hands for a little assistance, lift through your side body and rise up to sit with crossed legs. And bring your hands together, lifting them up, point your thumbs to the center of your chest, create Handale Mudra, our attitude of offering. And offer peace within yourself, Om Shanti. For others, Om Shanti. And throughout the multiverse, Om Shanti. I thank you for the honor of sharing the practice and the mirrors provided as we do so. Namaste.
Namaste.